everyone, this is Moto Kyushu and this is my first MotoVlog. And since this is my first MotoVlog, I guess I'd talk a little bit about myself. I'm 26 years old from the United States. Grew up in Oklahoma, moved to Missouri for my high school years, and during college I guess I found my way into Japan. Right now I'm living in Hasami, which is a really small town of about 15,000 people, and compared to all the other, or many other Japanese cities, this one is really small. But because it's a small town, it's relatively quiet. A lot of really nice people around here, and just has a lot of beautiful scenery. I'm surrounded by mountains and rice fields and rivers, and it's actually really beautiful here. Hasami is in Nagasaki Prefecture. So when I first came to Japan, I went through study abroad at college. I went to Kansai Gaidai University in Osaka, and I studied there for a year. And Kansai Gaidai was so much fun, guys. If you have the opportunity to study abroad, I would highly recommend going there. So I lived in Osaka for a year, came back to the States to study, or to graduate. So I went back for a year and then had the opportunity to go to Nagasaki Gaidai. So I jumped on that, and I guess that's how I ended up in Nagasaki Prefecture. Studied there for a year, and again met some really cool people. Really small university. It's kind of like a high school, but it was fun nonetheless. After that I found a job, and now I'm here. Hasami is a really cool town with a lot of history. It's pretty much where Japanese porcelain making and pottery started, from over 400 years ago. A lot of the porcelain that came out of Japan came from here, and the neighboring town Arita, which makes more of the fine craft, more of the special pottery. The pottery here is more of everyday use. But before that, like I said, I lived in Osaka for a year, and I moved to Nagasaki. So I lived in Nagasaki City for 2 years, and I loved it. Nagasaki is so much fun. It's a unique town. It's kind of different than what I was used to in Osaka. It has this little different, it's kind of like its own little different environment. But check this out, guys. Look at this rice paddy field. Right now it's kind of, right now, I guess a month ago, they took all the rice and bagged it up. So now they're starting to grow some more again. So it's not as vibrant as it usually is, but in Japan, this is onigi tonada, and it's actually one of the more popular rice paddy fields in Japan. It still has the same look it's had, unchanging for decades. And I like going here sometimes after work or on my day off, just because it's, you don't see this in the US. It's unique. And a little down the ways here, we'll drive through the old pottery village. So I've maybe been riding for about a year. Right now I'm riding a 2016 Yamaha YZ FR25, and I really love this bike. For one thing, I don't have to pay shock-in, so every 2 years I'm saving money on that. And the other is it's really nimble. It's fun. It's easy to get around on. And if you come to Japan, I would highly recommend getting two wheels. Because look at these roads. I mean, this is a small little village, little town, countryside, so obviously the roads are small, but it's pretty indicative to the rest of Japan. The roads are small, even though they're technically 2 lanes. And plus, you can filter. And I don't know about lane splitting, but everyone does it. I do it. I hate the traffic. I'm an impatient person. So this is just another bonus. And people here don't care at all about lane splitting. It's so normal here. If there's no lane splitting or filtering, the traffic would just be through the roof. So that's one of the main reasons I got a bike. And plus, it's just fun. There's, you know, a lot of beautiful mountainsides, countrysides, and places to go near the ocean on bikes. So if you come to Japan and you actually live here, I would highly recommend getting a bike, or at least a scooter. I started on a scooter. And you got to be careful with scooters because it's so easy to get a ticket. Oh my god, you can only go 30 kilometers on a scooter, and usually they'll max out, the 50cc ones they'll max out at 60. So I was always, like I said, I'm impatient. I don't want to go 30 kilometers an hour. For one, that's just not safe when the rest of the traffic's going faster. And the other is just, I feel like I could just run faster. If you're here for a year and you have some money or something, go take a scooter test. It's really easy. You just do a written test, and then you do a 3-hour course, which is kind of funny. It was just me, another guy, and then some old dude teaching us, messing around on the scooters. So if you're able, I'd definitely do that. But a car, I cannot. I can't handle the car, man. I have my car license too, but it's just not worth it. Bike is so much more fun. You can park anywhere, go anywhere. So here right now is what's it called? Nagoyama town, and it's pretty much where porcelain started. You can see all these chimney stacks that they're not in use now, but back then they were. And it just keeps this old kind of Japanese feel to it. There's still lots of shops down here that sell porcelain, and every now and then they'll have festivals going on. Ooh, look at this big truck. What's he doing? Guys, traffic. I found it. Yeah, so I guess what this channel, let's talk about the channel for a bit. Look at this cool house, man. It's so neat. What's this guy doing? Can I go around him? Yeah, see this, what is this guy trying to do down here? Okay. Can I go around? I don't know. Yeah, let me go around them. Yeah, so about this channel, you know, I feel like when people see Japan, they think, you know, big technology, anime, you know, things like that, and really, Japan's not, you'll find that stuff, but it's not real Japan. What's this person doing? Okay. So, I kind of wanted to show you guys just, you know, real, everyday, what it's like living in Japan. And I guess you'll be surprised. I guess it's not really surprising, but you'll be surprised how just normal it is. You know, people get up every day, like everywhere else in the world, put on their clothes, get in their car, go to work, you know, come back home to their family, and just repeat, rinse and repeat, right? So hopefully you guys can see a bit of the normal Japan. the quiet Japan from this channel. And I really also just want to get to know everyone watching my channel. I want to interact with everyone, answer questions. I've been in Japan for about 3.5 years, so I don't know everything. I'm not an amazing speaker of the Japanese language. I don't know everything about the culture, but I do know some things. So, and I like talking about it. So if you guys have any questions or comments, I would love to hear them. Right now, Hasami, I kind of miss Nagasaki City. There's so much to do. Yeah, there's a lot of history, both good and bad. But I'm pretty close. Hasami is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Nagasaki, and I'm actually pretty close to other places as well. The Sasebo is pretty close with the 99 Islands. We'll probably go there someday. You know, if you guys seen The Last Samurai, it has the beginning scene. In The Last Samurai, you can see it. You can go to the observatory platform and check it out. It's pretty neat. Wave Sasebo and Saga's pretty close. Nagasaki's close. And I just love Kyushu. It's a different feeling from the rest of Japan. It's more relaxing. It has a lot of onsens, really famous onsens. It has Kurokawa Onsen, and there's Beipu, and it has, you know, it has a bunch of beautiful landscape, mountains, like I said before, and it's just a fun time. There's so many places to go and see and travel to. If you guys want to hear more about Japan or Kyushu, or you know, just regular life here in Japan, I'd love to hear your comments, hear your thoughts. I plan on putting out more videos, so if you like what you saw right now, just hit a like or subscribe, and then we can talk more in the next video. So take care, guys. Thanks. I dropped my bike here on accident once. I was so tired during that day. Oh man, it was so embarrassing.